Yeah, this here is kind of big. So is this ass. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I am your host, Muva. Mother of Gotti, co-host Gotti. Someone's an attention whore. Welcome back to the show. It looks like I'm not as lazy this week as I have been previous weeks. You know, y'all been getting one show a week. I've been tired. I've been working and underpaid. But a lot of things occurred in the last 2 days, and I said, why not? Let me give them a show. First, I want to ask, how was the sound? Last episode, we had a little complication with the echo. I think, how now, bro? Gotti's trying out the sound as well. Okay. Anyway, hey Ash, hey Trixie, how's the sound? Let me know. I was working really hard last night learning this system. A star shouldn't have to do their own work. Okay, anyway, if you have any problems with the sound, let me know. I'll just touch shit up and fuck it up. But anyway, you know, I always like to start the show with my own personal shit. And it's not even personal. Like my own things around me, and then I go to the other humans, which kind of bore me. But society as a whole is fucked. And we knew that. It's pretty evident. But I just don't understand the batch of men that we have been left down here with. And I know we can do gender wars all day. But my idea of men, because, you know, I'm born in the 80s. I know it's a little shocking. But anyway, my idea of men are individuals that have to eat shit. They're the tougher, you know, they can open the jelly. They're supposed to be tough externally, internally, and, you know, have mental health issues and deal with. We don't want to hear it. Just don't be a bitch. We got bitch covered right here. Vagina, tits, hair. We got bitch covered. There's only room for one bitch gender, but you know, we live long enough for there only to be bitches. And it's really so simple, but it's just so devastating that men are such emotional, sassy, passive aggressive, how you doing creatures. And I just want to give y'all a very, very calm example of the men that we're dealing with. So I'm on Twitter, minding my, you know, business. And I see this girl with big old tits and pretty lips and, you know, a real good face. And I am hetero, baby. I am straighter than 6 o'clock. Okay? But my gender is the gender that gets to, you know, appreciate the same gender. That's just what we do. You guys have social norms. We have social norms. We can say a girl is fucking hot and not be gay. You know, hey, Kenya, I see you. So I see this big titty, juicy lipped, clear skin, glowing ham of a woman. And I say the most simple statement of all time. Women look so much better than men. You would never guess how many views and interactions this 7-word tweet got. 2 million. 2 million, and let me show you why. Let me show you what the 2 million is comprised of. No facts. Why is she always trying to make people mad? See a fine woman and the first thing you think of is ways to shit on men? Who's gonna tell her? No shit. Why do you think they have sugar daddies and not have to work? Fine ass woman and your thought is a man? Yeah, because I suck dick. She thought she ate with this one. How do you even think of this shit? Men live in your head rent free. I would hope so. I'm heterosexual. Y'all see a bad bitch and think about men? I mean, and it goes on and on and on to, like, you know, it gets evil and dark and angry and sassy. Of course, when you got heels and makeup into. Y'all only look better in pictures. I had asked a nigga, so in person, you think men look better? You think we getting hard? Didn't hear a peep from him again. A lot of men somersaulted out the closet with this tweet. And I am very proud that I brought people home during their month. You know, this is Pride Month. And to be a liaison for people who prior to this tweet was afraid to come out. I'm glad that I had a tweet that drew them out. But the men, 50% was showing blatant jealousy. 20% were passive aggressive and sassy, like, oh, and if I didn't have makeup, what would you? It's just, you know, if your man is in the QRTs for this quote, leave him, because why is your man offended by women being prettier? 2, what real man is threatened by the beauty of a woman or a woman saying that women are prettier? And then people being obtuse to the fact, duh, I thought we all knew that. No. You're a man, and the majority of men are geologically supposed to be attracted to women. And I'm a girl, so coming from my standpoint, where geologically I am expected to find men more attractive because that's who I mate with, I said, superseding my own preference, I just realized that women are prettier than men, even though I prefer to mate with them. And y'all just... over the head. You know what? It all comes down to the order of things. Women's possession of value is supposed to be in looks, and men's is supposed to be in their financial earnings, which is parentheses their how they provide. And now that the men are bums and they're not much providers, statistically, because like 4 get money niggas in the world. Now the threat to their existence is, okay, so we're supposed to be providers, but we're poor. And they're still holding up their deal being good looking. So what's our end of the deal? Oh, they're a threat. They're closing in on us. But any real man wouldn't even... Why are you responding to a tweet about a bitch saying a bitch is pretty and you're a whole nigga? Anyway, I want to let the single women know that y'all are in hell. And this is not me showboating. You know, anything could change. I just don't even understand how do y'all pick from a pile of sassy, poor, passive-aggressive, lacking, jealous men. Ugh, gross. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, 2 million views later, men are foaming at the mouth, arguing with me. Men look so much richer than women. Okay, not you, though. Let's put that there, just in case I forget. Just, you know, just very threatening. That, you know, jealousy is a female trait. Okay? That's a Jay-Z line. I've said that's why I've stopped dating. Like, a little bit. They're literally supposed to look better. To you, I am a girl. I'm supposed to think boys are better. But you missed the point on purpose just so you could have a sassy moment. Love wins. All right. Moving along from the sassy poor men. You know, poor people have nothing but time. I just want to give condolences to Ananda Lewis. We lost a very, very beautiful spirit and soul in the physical form. Ananda Lewis, if you were born recently, you may not know her, but I was here for a good amount of time. She was a very, very beautiful and loving host of MTV shows. Y'all wasn't alive for them little, like, spring bling, summertime. It was a long... Nana don't know how to explain it to the newer generation, but she was a disc jockey for MTV, and she passed 2 days ago on the 11th to breast cancer. So I just want to give my condolences to her. Also, we had a crazy... I want to just, you know, get the heavy stuff out first. We had a crazy plane crash yesterday, and I just want to explain something really quick about the plane crash, and then, you know, we could go do the nigga news like y'all like. So there was an India Air Boeing jet that crashed yesterday, right? So I think it had about 243 passengers, but the craziest thing about this flight was it had a survivor. It had one lone survivor. This is a very sad picture taken during, this is the same flight. I just want to describe something to y'all real quick. So this is the guy, the one survivor. Hold on 1 second. Let's talk about Final Destination. This is the one lone survivor that survived the plane crash, and there's so many conspiracies about how he survived. There's a video of debris falling from the plane and someone saying like that's him, he jumped off, and then people are arguing no, because there's a video where he was pulled out the wreckage, so that couldn't have been him. So now you have people that are asking his seat. So his seat was 11A, and they're projecting that moving forward, when people are buying seats on airplanes, seat 11A is going to sell out first, because they're saying that's luck. Let me tell you what the message in the whole situation is. If you want to avoid death in an airplane, it is not the seat, it is the aircraft. This was another, and if you know anything about aviation, another Boeing jet. This is malfunctions due to Boeing. Nothing, I don't have a scientific, it's malfunctions due to Boeing. So you gotta know about whistleblowers. Whistleblowers are people that come out and speak against these major corporations and or individuals that are like top secret, and then they die, right? So there was 2 former Boeing employees / engineers that was just like, hey guys, so Boeing is very outdated and faulty, and they have like this wing panel thing with a little air breach, and instead of redesigning it, because that would be billions of dollars, they just slam it. They just slam it closed and cross their fingers. So those 2 people that spoke out against Boeing, what they do? They died, right? 2 people in a 1 year span. There's no coincidence. So this guy, and we got to keep an eye on him. Former Boeing engineer speaks up again after deadly Air India crash that killed 241 people. 1 survivor, creepy, chills, says they threatened to kill him for speaking. He should have took that threat. And you know what? Sometimes, not in my life, but sometimes you gotta risk your life to save others. Me, I got shit to do. He said, I literally saw people jumping on pieces of airplanes to get them to align. Creepy. So let's go into this real quick. Neighbors, remember the deadly India air crash we told y'all about earlier? Well, a whistleblower is stepping up, and he's been calling Boeing out for years. Former engineer Sam Salafor, who's worked on Boeing for over 17 years, says major safety shortcuts were ignored during the assembly of the 787 Dreamliner. Hey, it's not C-11A, it's Boeing. If you want to get real specific when you're booking your flight, look to see if it's a 787 Dreamliner. Me personally, I see anything Boeing, I must just swim. According to ABC News, Sam testified back in April 2024 and described the negligence he saw on the job. He told officials, that's not how you build an aircraft. 98% of the time, the gaps that were supposed to be shimmed were not shimmed. Effectively, they're putting out defective airplanes. Listen, the rest of you guys can read on your own. Just take the message and go. If you are one of those people that, believe in luck, well, what's C-11A? That is not your claim to living to see another day. It is avoiding Boeing planes until they get bullied enough to actually renovate the planes. So that was a horrendous, awful loss yesterday. Now that we got the important adult stuff discussed, I don't want to say out the way, let's get into some Negro news. Where do I want to start? Sometimes I like starting from the bottom up. What annoyed me the most that I saw today? Let's go over to neighborhood talk. You know what? This probably annoyed me the most. And this just reminds me that I have to update my, Jesus Christ. Hate Your Guts board. I started new. I haven't touched it for a while, so I erased everything. The top 3 never changes, so I just wrote those back in. ICE is acting a fool right now. I promised them to put Trump and Elon on here because it's a given, and they just take up space. But 3 on 1 line. But Tia, the teeth, I'm gonna do ass right now. Hold on. Tia, the teeth. You got a new nickname for me. So it's no coincidence that her name is Tia, which means aunt in Spanish, because she's an old geriatric bitch. And the problem with people is y'all make people that have one funny moment famous, right? You called your baby father a big back paddywhack, give a dog bone, big sweaty gorilla bitch. Ha, it was funny the first 17 times, but now that we're at number 1032, it's kind of redundant and should claim to fame. The biggest moment in your life is having a baby for a plus size male rapper. Cool, not cool, but you love it, they like it. I'm not impressed. At a certain age, you live long enough to work out the kinks in your personality or your delivery or just the way you navigate the world. And that's, what we call growth. Old bitches that behave like young bitches and don't show any growth kind of annoy me a lot. Tia Kemp is a very old woman that acts like a 19-year-old girl. Like she's never had attention before. She realized that y'all like what she talks about on Rick Ross. So that is the absolute peak of her life and what she has to offer. And that was annoying enough. But to be a woman, and the old women always do this for R. Kelly, but to be a woman and to advocate for a man that's in jail for rape, pedophilia, all of those things, and you're just saying, free my nigga, it's just like, you's an old dummy big tooth bitch. And I hate everything about you. And while everybody was laughing with you, I don't like that one. I don't like that one because she's a one-trick pony and she's too old to be multifaceted. But here's the video and let's discuss.
Alexa, play me some R. Kelly TB2.com. Trump finna let my dog out. Kels, I told you I was gonna help you, boy. I told Kels I was coming. I the one did that. Nobody else but me. Okay? Just know, I helped Kels.
Whole face is teeth. I don't get it. Okay, so let's dissect real quick and then move on because it's really not that serious. I just don't like corny old bitches. Corniness is for young bitches just figuring out life. But anyway, she's a corny old big tooth bitch. Now, let's dissect it by saying, okay, R. Kelly does have music that a lot of people like. Cool. Sometimes it comes on and I'm like, damn, I wish somebody else sang this song because the song outside of the artist is amazing. Would that make me prop my camera up and show all my fucking cavities and say, free my nigga, get him out of jail. I told you was going to get out. I want y'all to know that was all me. Him peeing on little girls, raping little girls, having a little sex chamber in his basement. I don't care about that because I like his music. And for that, he should be free. He's exonerated from all pedophilia and rapetry because he made TP2. You're a stupid, old, geriatric, shitty depends bitch. And I really, really hate that people are so easily impressed because you told one fucking joke about a big back nigga that you decided to lay down and procreate with. So that makes you a big back lover, you lame bitch. But you made that your claim to fame because society is so slow that they think everything is funny. Me, my life is so hard because I live a life that's so unimpressive. Unimpressive. I look out the window and say, I wish something would impress me today. And it never happens. It's Groundhog Day. I wake up again the next day, I'm not impressed. The next day, I'm not impressed. And I'm just in the window watching everybody have a good time because they're so easily impressed. And I say, you know what? I almost wished I was as dumb as y'all, but I would never want that curse. But anyway, this is the old Nana bitch named Tia that is a Tia that y'all made famous because of her choices in life that she made herself a victim of. Oh, I made a baby with Rick Ross and I hate him. Hate yourself because no one actually laid down and spread that geriatric pussy for him. Okay, cool. So that's Tia Kemp saying free R. Kelly. And you know what? If you ever read the comments, it would make you hate society more. Because to be outnumbered is really like a hopeless feeling. Because everybody, instead of saying, he's the one we know, so he has to be the example and he has to pay, everybody's just like, yeah, I would understand if the parents went to jail. Name one parent. Name the name. We don't know them. The person that is the forefront and the star, I'd rather them get condemned the most so there is an example of what can happen if you go this route. They lock up Sarah Jane. We don't know her. She goes to jail for life and never gets heard of. Even though she belongs there, that does not take away from where he is and that he belongs there. I just don't even feel like I should have to explain that. It's just so evident. But anyway, y'all are retarded. And, I've been having people call me and saying, hey, Diamond, we want to make you a bigger star, but you use these words. And how can I not use a word that still exists in behavior? When it leaves the room, it'll leave my vocabulary. I don't know how to, what's a synonym for it, okay? So that's Tia Kemp. Tia the Teeth now, if you will. I hate you. And I really, really wish upon a tooth, upon a canine, that when my channel gets to the level it's going to get, that you feel froggy and you do this performative, oh, fuck you, bitch. I'll pack you up. I will pack you up at bingo night, bitch. You in them bad knees, and bitch, you will go from veneers to dentures, fucking around with the fuck around. All right, I just had to get that off my chest, y'all. So I'm really, really with everything I say. Okay, that's why it's gonna take me a long time to get where I'm going, because I'm not too polished. But that behavior is sad and poor for your old ass. All right, next topic. We spent too much time on the teeth. I hate that I have to say this every episode. Am a humongous Jay-Z fan. It is what it is, right? But I told you, I'm not a fan of anyone walking this earth so much that if something was presented to me that was ill of their character, I would just be like, oh, like Tia, freedom. It hasn't happened. And I ain't waiting on it. So when people have stories about Jay-Z, I have to look at it from an unrelated, unbiased standpoint, right? I got to take that word blood related out of it in my mind. I have to take away that he's the best lyricist of all time. And I have to use my Libra scales to weigh out. That's what we're known for, weighing out the situation in a fair manner. And I can do that. I can do it. I think I can. So I told you guys, I never watch a story before y'all because I have ADHD. Repetition bores me and I wouldn't be able to fake it. All I saw was a picture of Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and a podcaster. I read the title. His name is Ray Daniels. And it's about Dame Dash having this incredible debt and Jay-Z not swarming in to help him. I'm going to hear, because this is 12 minutes, I ain't doing that on any given Sunday. I'm going to try to get a gist of what he's saying in the first 60 seconds, give an unbiased opinion, and roll out. So let's hear it. And you guys gotta hit points and go, okay?
Because he's going through something, and it goes back to the high school thing where it's like, like you're going through something and everybody in school know about it, but nobody's talking to you. You could feel the talking when you walk in the room, and then when you walk in, the room gets silent. Right. Like when people feel like, like oh, we know what's going on with him. To me, I think this is what happened with Dame is some real high school-ish to me. It's like, oh, the man is going through something. No one should enjoy watching that. And I'm being honest with you, it kind of makes me lose a little respect for Hov.
Wow.
A little respect for Hov. A little. Not a lot, but a little. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, like, I know Memphis Bleek is your man. He went on record saying he'll always be a millionaire, right? Because Memphis Bleek is your man. I get it. Tata is your man. Those are his little mans that he looked out for. Mm-hmm. Dame was your peer. And to me, if I'm up 2.5 billion, I'm not going to let somebody who I loved, like they still the godfather of each other kids. Jay can make one phone call and change that man's life. He can make one phone call and help that man, and he won't. And to me, it's like, so let's look at it from the 48 laws of power, right? So they say crush your enemy totally. So, okay, Damon, we know they're frenemies, because we know they still got love for each other, because when they talk about it, but they just not friends right now. So they say crush your enemy totally. Like, that's the law of power. Crush your enemy totally. Once you see it, Dame Dash.
Somebody cut this nigga's mic off. Okay, so nothing. I almost talked out of fandom. Nothing that this man said presented any new insight that I didn't know prior. So I'm going to go ahead and say what I've always felt. People grow apart, and people grow in different directions. I feel the same way right now. about a group of people. So, I can understand. We started here, and now we're here. Do I have to love you because of the memories? If I choose to, sure. If I choose not to, then no. But what I won't tolerate is you grabbing a microphone and speaking poorly about me to anybody with 2 ears that you can fucking find, and then from that hole, looking up and expecting me to save you because of memories that no longer exist. This is where I draw the fucking line. Fuck Dame Dash. Dame Dash has been on a podcast run for the last year, speaking poorly of Hove to anybody with a microphone. They don't have to have a mic. They can have one of those TikTok little things that make you look like you're important and you're not doing anything. I don't think it's fully functional. It's $9.99. Dame Dash put Dame Dash in the situation he is. He's his own worst enemy. I don't know the guy personally, but watching somebody for 30 years on TV and interviews, you can kind of get a gist of who they are. Dame Dash thinks he's bigger than life. He thinks he's bigger than the program. Baby, ain't nobody bigger than the program. The program, in this case, is Jay-Z. You should have thought about that deck before you thought that you was going to talk about somebody and still need. That be the fucking shit with people. People will talk shit about your baby crazy. That's a Jay-Z line. People will talk shit about you and think because of how long you know them, you're supposed to be like, you know what? Because I knew you for X, here's the money. No, you a man. Get on your hands. Get on your feet and get yourself out that hole. What's your name? Ray Daniels. I lost a little respect for Jay-Z. And take it to the bank. And take that little loss of respect to the bank. Because, baby, who are you? Anyway, Dame Dash is sadly being humbled by God. Everything's a lesson. Everything's a lesson. And the guy's a real piece of shit. And what I told y'all, he's too old to have shown no growth. If you watch at least one Dame Dash interview, you're going to realize how he ended up. Some people, when you look at them, you see why their life is playing out the way it is. And Dame Dash, sadly, is one of those people that we watch be so high up, and now what? We get more money than him. And you know what? Sometimes you are your own demise, and this is a lesson between him and God. Not Jehovah, but Jehovah. Sorry, gotta go. I'm on Hope's side. There's gonna be a time I'm not. Probably not. But this one... Anyway, help a grown man out of debt that been talking about me and my family crazy and say, yeah, maybe he does worship the devil. Maybe he was with Diddy and maybe you talking about the nigga crazy, but his money's still good. Ace and Disco said they both suck. One is an egotistical redacted and the other is a greedy capitalist. I know my dad's the greedy capitalist. Hey, it ain't for everybody. I'm gonna just keep on saying hold on. Okay, let me get out of here because my groupies in the show. Oh, speaking of groupies, right? I love how these things segue on accident, on purpose. It's just the universe. So we had the BET Awards on Monday, right? And to me, it was one of the first awards in years where I said, okay, they got a little chicka-boom to it, a little budget, if you will. And one of the highlights of this particular awards was Little Bow Wow doing his little, his Mr. 106 in Park thing. Now, a lot of people said, hey, Ciara was in the building. Why didn't Ciara do Like You with Bow Wow? And I'm just like, I don't remember the beef. I remember them dating, I remember them not dating, but I didn't remember the beef. So, what's this girl's name? Is it Laura Stiles? I don't even know nobody's name. So, the girl, the interview girl. I'm so sorry if y'all one day y'all meet me like, why you call me the girl? I'm old and I'm really not impressed by people, so my brain don't hold on information. Yes, you're doing better off than me, but still the girl until my brain taps it, right? No disrespect. Because I know your name. It's right here. Doesn't matter. The girl that's more important than me gets to ask Ciara, hey, so everyone's asking, why won't you perform with Bow Wow? She gets an answer.
about this whole situation that is going down.
Starring L'Oreal. L'Oreal is a former Jingling Baby. I'm a former Jingling Baby. It's a promotion group in New York City. We do some jingling at different times. No disrespect, I have no memory.
And it's unfolding. Bow Wow performed Like You at the BET Awards this year, and it was during a nostalgic moment. You had 106 in Park. He's Mr. 106 in Park, so of course he was going to perform. Now, it looked as though some people were upset because they realized Ciara was in the building, who we also sat down and talked to, and she did not perform. So, of course, Bow Wow got caught outside of an after party, and he was asked about the whole controversy.
When you do the award show, BT is the one that outsources all the talent. So I don't know if she was aware or not, but I didn't even know she was in the building. I've been in my trailer all day. I've been at rehearsal. I had to host a red carpet. But I will say this, it would have been a wonderful moment.
Well, ironically, I thought to ask her, would she do anything with Bow Wow? Because he's been going around talking about the Millennial Tour and how he has like these hopes to, you know, perform with her one day. Check out what she had to say. I'm sure you saw this. Bow Wow wants you to join him on the Millennial Tour.
Oh my lordy.
Would you do that ever?
Sorry, what did you say, Dan? No, I think what were you saying?
That's a no.
Sorry.
Is that a no? Of all the legends that have performed on there, you think that they didn't ask Ciara, who was going to be sitting right there in that audience, to perform with them.
Exactly.
Definitely BET called, and you know what Ciara said?
What were you saying?
When it comes to the money, but you think Ciara don't need that Bow Wow money. I'm L'Oreal, that's the low.
Well played, Ciara. You're not even worth mentioning. She's saying the Bow Wow when she was asked by L'Oreal, deflected. Now, this caused me to say, what is the beef? What really is the beef? Lord, you scroll the internet long enough, you will get your answers. So, this very popular tweeter on Twitter, his name is Carrie. He says Ciara's never going to be on that stage with Bow Wow after that comment he made in 2019. Stop asking her about that damn song. And then people said, come on, count you muted. Who I muted? Oops. Some people just retweet a lot. Like You was playing in a club and he rapped over the beat and said I had this bitch first. So I said, what? Sirius XM wrote a little article about it. Over a decade after the relationship ended, Bow Wow is still talking about his ex. This is in 2019. During a recent club appearance in Atlanta's 1145 Lounge, y'all heard what happened to that lounge. We'll talk about it another day. Maybe we never will. The Ohio rapper made a disrespectful comment about Ciara when their 2025 collaboration Like You was played. While rapping over the track, he decided to ad-lib his own commentary, and it went a little something like this. I had this bitch first. He said of Russell Wilson's now wife. I had this bitch first. Let me think. I had this bitch first. Would I be that mad? You know what? Yeah. You're trying to play me, and you better off playing me than trying to play my nigga. And you're trying to play my nigga. And so you sometimes you gotta make people eat their words. I know you probably do a little party. I don't know. This is just, I just know how fast you little industry babies are when it comes to drugs. I've been famous since you popped out, so liquor don't quite do it. So, you dabble in other indulgences, if you will. Not saying that's you, just child celebrities. Probably was having a good party at the time, and, emotions overflew, and he said some shit you gotta stand on now because she's still with that nigga and they still popping out babies and you still need her to perform and she ain't gonna do it. So, sometimes you gotta make a motherfucker eat their words. So it's a note from Ciara and it's based off of him remixing a song that didn't need a remix. Sorry. What else is going on in the news? Charlamagne calls out Ray J for lying about sleeping with Sexy Red. So Ray J crashes out on Charlamagne for talking about his sister Brandy and his family. Once again, I don't click these clips. It may be good, it may be boring. Let's see together.
To you to know how to move, but instead you got them looking at you like you washed. You moving like you on the corner with a Starbucks cup in your hand, dancing to wait a minute, hoping somebody gives you a couple of dollars. And you can't tell me you just doing this to build up your chat, okay? You can't just tell me that, because in the screaming world, I don't even see the screamers moving like this, okay? Not the ones I watched. The ones I watched got very high emotional IQs. Cenat, of course, and Little Reggie, Duke Dennis. I don't see them resorting to lying on their beef whistles, saying they slept with certain celebrities to garner attention for their chats. Ray J, you got a daughter. You got a niece. Would you want somebody playing with their name like that? Would you want somebody playing with your sister's name like that? Huh? The answer to those questions are no, okay? Ray, I know you want to be down with this new screaming world, okay? You be sitting up in your room.
Yo, don't ever mention my niece and don't ever mention my sister in this kind of rant. That's where you cross the line, Charlamagne. Don't ever fucking mention my sister. Yeah, Charlamagne, don't ever mention my sister's name in this.
Ray J had such a promising future, and I just don't know. Is it living in the shadow of a mega superstar as a sibling that makes you say I have to be bad because no one will ever remember my name? Ray J is really a piece of, Skip is in the fucking Skip. Don't nobody love Ray J more than Ray J and Skip. I just don't think it's funny. Ray J got so offended that his sister's name was even mentioned, but it's okay to say that you had sex with Sexy Red and you didn't. You are okay with violating women, but your sister's the Holy Grail and cannot be mentioned like she's sweet baby Jesus. Ray J, I don't have the words for you. I don't know if it's drugs or drugs. Ain't no other explanation. Also speaking about, look at his behavior. The caption of this video is, when you realize Ray J is in the video. I'm gonna have to circle it. That body on the floor is Ray J. By the boys' practice looking like a sighting a Sasquatch. Why does he always look coked out? The boy was sleeping underneath the guitar set. Nigga played Guitar Hero in his sleep and just walks by like a sighting a Bigfoot. He doesn't even have to try to be funny. His life is really funny. Too bad bitches, I see you. It definitely, I don't know. It had something to do with Whitney and her passing. He ain't been the same since. So that's the life of Ray J. Norwood, and it's a circus. Okay, what else is going on in the world? I don't know this lady.
Yeah.
Renee Rapp. Anybody can tell Nana if she's supposed to know her, but they're saying this is a friend of Megan Thee Stallion. I've seen Megan Thee Stallion on the computer many times. I've never seen this white girl attached to her. Not saying that takes away validity. It just means that.
And you also said, I love.
She was being interviewed and she was asked about she's an actress. Thank you. What has she? You know what? Let's use the World Wide Web. Renee. 25 years old, born in 2000, wow. Capricorn, 5'7". Can we get, has acted in, okay. Mean Girls 2024, TikTok in the mix. The Secret Lives of College Girls. Okay, that's on here. Yeah, not impressed. How did she find a way to Megan Thee Stallion? She be drunk and just picking up friends in the bathroom like me. One time outside drunk, I meet you in the bathroom. We are locked in. Okay, I get it. I don't. She's being interviewed and she's asked, and this is a strange one, what you think about Tory Lanez being? And this is her answer.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
If anybody tries her when it comes to that sorry ass man,
Right.
it's do or die fight for me.
Right.
How do you feel about Tory Lanez getting stabbed 12 times?
I feel like a lot of people get stabbed, and like that's okay. Maybe we should be doing it more.
Please.
Maybe we should be stabbing more. Shiv in the pocket.
And did you see that Drake posted a petition to pardon Tory Lanez this morning? How do you feel about that?
That's so tired. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh.
I love Kendrick Lamar.
They not like us.
That's where my white woman shines.
Please.
Kidding, completely kidding. No, it's dimming, it's dimming.
She got a lot of chicka boom to her. I like her. I don't care about the things that she's acted in because I will never see it. But I do care about people not being conventional. I really hate robotic people that, try to fit in this mold for acceptance. Straight up. People should be getting stabbed more. Whoa! I like that! What did you think about Drake? I like Kendrick more. I like a little spunk and chicka boom. That's gonna make me know you. Not Mean Girls rebooted or the college sluts revamped on Broadway. That clips of you not giving a fuck, because that's what that's what really gets me going. Okay, cool. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, so tired of this. He performed in Toronto last night, right? And I'm just like, hang up, flat screen, drop another song. Artists usually go for the momentum, not the momentum is the artist. And okay, cool, right? They were showing that they had Toronto SWAT protecting them.
West Coast niggas do phase, right?
Because they're on the roof, they're doing their little SWAT thing. He had the whole stadium in Drizzy's hometown saying, "We don't want to hear you say nigga no more." And guess what? Once again, I don't get the Kendrick hype. I just don't. I don't. Y'all don't get the Dolce hype. I do. I don't get the Kendrick hype, but y'all do. Okay, so he was in Toronto doing They're Not Like Us for the 7th year in a row with nothing bigger coming after that and nothing bigger ever will. Okay, so y'all know during the BET Awards, I showed y'all the last episode that Wale was, passing by Cenat, and Cenat was like, hey, who is this guy? Wale? Yeah. Wale caught a titty attack, went up to him, right in his seat. He was talking to Snoop Dogg, like, yo, bro, that shit you did to me, it hurt me. It hurt me deep. It was a tad fucking much, right? Everybody had their opinions about Kai and Wale on the internet, with half of the people saying, well, Kai was a child, and then other people saying he's not a kid, y'all can stop using that excuse. So Kai took to his, chat and gave his rendition of what occurred.
Wale. See, I got the nigga name right. Wale. I'm gonna go ahead and say, to Wale, I hope he didn't take my interaction personal. You feel me? Bro, I hope he didn't take my interaction personal. How can you blame me from just being who I am? You feel me? I'm young. I'm young. Let me go see. Give me a song by Wale, chat. Let me. Nigga, I know this song. Yes. 100%. Nigga, this shit's a banger. This shit is a fucking classic. I know this song. But when did this shit come out? $2011? I was 9 years old. 2011, I was.
Alright, chat. I would have to give this round to Kai. I would have to give this round to Kai. Simply because, well, like I said in the last show, if people can not know who Babyface is, the Babyface, who's been famous for 4 decades, a nigga with 7 hit records can go a little, confused, be a little, can feel a little scratchy head moment. If you're 9 and you hear Lotus Flower Bomb, it's just like somebody said in the comments. You can hear a song and the song be super popular to you and you don't know who the artist is. The only thing is people thinking because he has a platform, and it doesn't make sense because it's not like he's a music expertise platform. He's just a boy with a Twitch. Get it? It's not that his claim to fame is his expertise in music. He's the forefather of the streaming commodity. Wale, you famous. You ain't. I have to know you famous. So for that, walking up to this kid in his seat when he was 9 years old, when your biggest song dropped, and saying that shit you did, I don't think it was malicious at all. I just don't think that you're as famous as you think you are. Next story. All right. What is? I do not have a problem with Will Smith at all. I have a problem with Will Smith not knowing when to let shit go. Over the last month, we have been tortured with little snippets of Will Smith's second music career wind. And I want to be very transparent. I'm not one of those people that you can buy my opinion. You absolutely can. But another song passed my desk, and like I told you guys, I never watch anything before y'all because I cannot act well, and I wanted it to be organic and new. But I just knew from the visual that we were gonna have time. Let's not judge. Let's not judge. Okay. This is a new song from Will Smith dropping today, 3 p.m. called "Pretty Girls," and here's a snippet.
Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up, wait, pose. Girl, I love pretty girls. I like pretty girls. I love pretty girls. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up.
I wish I wasn't such an empath. I feel things. Nothing breaks my heart more than someone that wants something so bad, and they're willing to put the work in, and just, it's just not working. Mocho said I could see this going up in the gay club. Oh, at least someone will like it. This is awful. This, it's heartbreaking to me because I think too much. So to me, he only wants this second rap career because he wants Jada to still love him, because the people make fun of Jada being in love with Tupac, which some would argue is the biggest rapper of all time. So I feel like this whole rollout is like Romeo and Juliet. This is for an undying love. And you ever seen The Great Gatsby? Great Gatsby is one of my favorite movies of all time. This guy named James Gatsby. He's poor. He's a soldier. He goes off to the war. I guess he meets like a liquor bootlegger. When he's over there, he comes back and he appears to be filthy fucking rich, right? And in the movie, he throws this party every night, this big fucking gala every fucking night. Because across the water, there's this whore named Daisy. This filthy, skanky whore. She's kind of like Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Larsa Pippen. They're the same level of fucking filthy whore, right? So every night he looks across the bay to see if Daisy sees the lights from the party, because before he went to the war, he used to write Daisy letters. He met her when he was a soldier, but he was too poor, and the whole poor boy loves rich girl thing. Daisy comes to the party one day, leaves her husband, has an affair with him. It just seems amazing, and you start forgetting that she's a married whore. And then a little tragedy happens, a little hiccup in the road, asks J-Lo, and then they leave the rich boy and they go back home, right? The saddest part of this story is all the parties, all the glitz and glamour, all the riches was just for Daisy to love him. One day he sits by the pool, he waits for a phone call from Daisy, a crazy deranged man whose wife got ran over by a car. It wasn't that serious. While he's at the pool waiting for Daisy, sees the man whose car hit his wife and ran over, kills James Gatsby, and he falls into the pool. His last word is Daisy. The funeral comes. She doesn't even go to the funeral. This is how I feel about Will Smith and Jada, because my brain is just a sick place and it makes everything relate to something else. This right here, this is the gala, this is the lights, this is everything for Daisy, aka Jada. He just wants Jada to come back to the party to see, hey, I'm everything you ever wanted. It's me, Gatsby. Isn't this what you wanted? I'm a success now. And Jada's just gonna keep on going to Cuba to go fuck Tupac. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And this is why this particular music venture pains me. It's James Gatsby and Daisy all over, and my heart can't take the pain. Okay, sorry. I go off on rants, but I'm serious. It makes me sad because even if that's not what's going on, my brain told me that this is all for Jada and she's Daisy, the whore. Okay, let me get out of here because I'm getting emotional. Speaking of emotional, Rumi. As my mother would say, stop crying before I give you something to cry for. This is Rumi emotional at her mom's concert. Either someone pinched Rumi in the dressing room and told her, we need the theatrics up, concert sales are going down, or like someone said on Twitter, she's tired of working like the rest of us and she wants to come off the tour. Either way, my mother gave me one good look at my backside and said, oh shit, I'm blood clot. But yeah, kids are so annoying. God bless people who have been burdened with them. Okay, we all know that Lotto is in a secret, not secret relationship with 21 Savage. Now she is doing UK drill, and the people are saying two things. She is getting more visual and vivid with her rap lines, so y'all gonna know she's fucking the guy with the sword in between his eyebrows. And they're saying it sounds like he wrote this particular drill rap because it's in the cadence that I don't have an opinion on that part. I'm not gonna lie. I tell you, I just say how I feel. This was fire. I don't care who wrote it. I don't care about anything else. This particular feature was fire, and this is a little snippet. And that's the line where she wants y'all to know she's fucking 21 Savage. Well, he was from the UK because when he got from behind me, he was stabbing it. Get it? There's no, you guys probably don't. Guns aren't allowed in the UK, so when they feel a little violent, they have to stab each other. When he got behind me, he was stabbing it. Anyway. Didn't burn my ears. I'm going to say that one is a pretty good record. Okay, so that is Lotto and a little UK drill that some are speculating was written by 21. Who cares? I like it. Okay, what else is going on? I don't got time for ice. Let's see if Chris Brown went a little too far. This is Chris Brown. He's on tour. He had a segment where he brought a fan up. You knew she wasn't going to be darker than a paper bag, right? Orphan Annie was brought on stage, and it doesn't even look like, when it's supposed to be a fan. This is a full, he kissed the girl on the mouth. And the fan didn't kiss back, and when people are like, yo, this is Chris Brown, everybody wants to get knocked out by him, why did you kiss him back? She said, I thought he might have a girlfriend, so I wanted to be respectful. Let's see the shenanigans. That's a real kiss! I don't like it. of all, I don't want nobody fucking gyrating their little waistline there like they're extra at Chippendales. One. That was so unsexy. Let me see it one more time because I like to throw it in my mouth. It's a little fun. Ew! Very, very unsexy. And she's not even... You know what? She shouldn't have to be penalized for the way Chris Brown thinks, but... she's a nice one. Anyway, Rose. If you were smart, you would say, oh, I felt uncomfortable. Give me $1 million, I'll go away. We're kissing people on the mouth for record anyway. I was never a Chris Brown fan. So you guys remember about the fatal stabbing with Carmelo Anthony, not Lala's baby daddy that cheated on her, had an outside baby, and got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Not that one, no. This is a young black man that was, is this college or high school? Kids all look the same to me. You guys know who I'm talking about. The twin that's not a twin anymore. He's singular now. This is interesting. Texas School District has surveillance footage of the fatal Austin Metcalf stabbing, but will not publicly release the video. Me thinks when it's a black man that kills a white man, the footage always takes so long to be released to the public. If the black man's innocent. If the black man's innocent. So that just gave me a little inkling that, because if he was guilty, they'd be so eager to plaster this all over you guys were raising money for the little Niglet, his Niglet family, and all they did was buy an Escalade and got a bigger house. When they hold the footage, usually, we'll revisit it when we get it, it's because the black man's innocent. And they don't want y'all to know that white people are instinctively animals. All right! Fredro Starr, you guys are probably too classy to know him. We're too young. He was in the rap group Onyx back in the day. He had a little shikaboom acting career in this movie called Sunset Park. Little basketball, black, street ball movie. If you're into that kind of thing. I did not know he was branching out into production now. That movie was 30 years ago, and now you're doing production, okay? So why would I choose your production over Tyler Perry? I won't, and that's what happened. Fredro Starr reveals that one of his head actors bailed on his film just before it began shooting to take a role with Tyler Perry. No shit. I'm gonna go where the money resides. Where the money resides. Let's see what he said, so we can laugh.
Hey, yo, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Word up. So, yo, we've been prepping this tunnel movie, you know what I'm saying, for the last month. Table reads, actors signing contracts, getting everything together, and we actually start shooting tomorrow. So one of the lead actors is bailing on me right now. You know what I'm saying? He just got a job with Tyler Perry's production, and he's on a plane. And we shooting tomorrow. Deshaun Tucker, the lead actor, is still there. God, thank God. So now I got to switch Jay's character, and yo, this is crazy. So Big Al, artist I work with, you know what I'm saying, Down 100 Mad, he's going to play the Jay character. And I even think everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Jay's character is 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Big Al, he's going to do a great job. But I'm just saying, man, the kid had a signed contract. He's a great actor, and that's why he had the job. If I was him, I would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry is,
So delete the video. Delete the video. He did but you know what? A light went off in my head. You're missing an actor. You need a what's the actor? Is he supposed to be like handsome, like the most handsome man they ever seen, real suave? You got the little wet weasel here, real loyal, I got an actor for you. It's gonna cost you some money, but I know this guy, his name is Skip. He's really good looking, like actor good looking, and he believes he can be an actor. So, Fredro Starr, I'll send you a DM. My people talk to your people. No need to fret. We got a better looking, more believable actor. God closes one door and opens another. I got your actor, okay? You know, my husband, we used to do this little acting. He's gonna be so embarrassed. When I first met Skip, he would make us ginger tea. This is probably the first month we met. And he would have acting class with us. He would tell us what the scene was, and he'd go in scene, and we act, okay? Listen, I haven't seen acting like that since Denzel in Training Day. Okay, but the guy's a little shy. But for money, Tyler Perry, who? This is an easy fix. Okay, this is what I'm here for. I'll send you an email. All right, I haven't seen the J Hud Tunnel in a little while. They had Mike Epps come down. You know, he's a real dancey kind of guy. I didn't watch it prior. Let's see what he did. Let's see what song. I would have did the Lotto song. Anyway, let's see. Not the Lotto like the biracial girl. Lottery like 27.
We got Mike Epps. Hey. We got Mike Epps. Hey. We got Mike Epps.
I think they did.
We got Mike Epps.
They did it.
We got Mike Epps. We got Mike Epps.
I think they did it. I'll give him an 8. You know, it was cool. Dean, where the hell have you been? The show started with multi angles. He said, "Oh shit, I'm behind. We got multiple angles for the screen. I've always been." You on that shit Ray J on, allegedly. What else we got going? Let me tell you something. I know. Thank you. He said the show looks better. Thank you. Wait till I get a budget. I'm gonna have pugs dangling from chandeliers. Just pugs, just eating snacks. Just dangling and just eating snacks. Just a whole bunch of pugs. I know that I can oversaturate my timeline with some me and Skip shit. I know it. I don't care. But I don't. We don't need no Ashanti and Nelly show. I don't want it. I love. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if I'm a hater and I just don't know yet. I don't feel like that's it. I just don't feel like we need a Nelly Ashanti show entitled "We Belong Together," premiering June 26th on. I don't. First of all, this is not a love story that I think is romantic. Y'all know Nelly had a baby right before Ashanti, right? Like right before. Like, this is not ideal. It's not. It's just he's rich, she's rich, and he a Trump supporter. I'm not feeling it. Let me see if the trailer gonna make me change my mind. I doubt it. Let's see.
Dramatic.
In the beginning, we were still finding where we were going.
We were together off and on for 11 years before the final.
I hated her.
I hated him. I didn't think that we would get back together.
She got me, y'all.
He wanted to get God. KK is my first child, so I'm a little more frantic.
My parenting style, just don't burn down the house.
Wake your ass up, it's daddy.
Stop. Your daddy is crazy. We have grown. We're adults.
But we're still trying to have fun.
There's a slot machine calling my name now.
But marriage is hard.
It's black and white ball night, and my wife is not here.
I'm still undecided about the whole Motown Christmas stage.
There was a contract that was signed. I was ready to be sued.
Nelly and I didn't really finalize where we were gonna live.
I've made it very clear how I felt. I'm not living in New York.
This is not gonna work.
God damn, what's that on your finger? With our lives moving so fast. It's not perfect.
You got through them trips.
But we can work our way through it.
Till death do us part.
We belong together.
No matter.
I may be watching an episode or a whole season. Who knows? is my thing. A lot of things have transpired since we seen them reignite their relationship, right? If y'all keep it real with me, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all wanna do a show? Tell me why Nelly got pulled over at 2 a.m. in the morning with dilated pupils and had substances caught in his bloodstream while a newly postpartum Ashanti was at home. Where he was coming from? Put that in the show. Put that in the show. And if the show right, Donnie there every night. Yeah. You know what? The trailer, it was cute. I thought I wasn't going to watch. I'm going to watch. But if y'all leave out the important shit, I'm going to still watch. I'm just going to talk shit about y'all. So that's Nelly and Ashanti. Nelly and Ashanti. Kicking with Ashanti. Tiny and Skip sounds better. Anyway. It looked like something I may watch. Okay. You got me. I want to know where you was coming from, Nelly. Okay? Alright, what else is going? If y'all don't notice, I don't cover this trial. Just put him in jail and fry him. On 475. That's gonna burn the chicken. Yeah, I know. That's the point. Genius. Okay? It's all sick. It's all nauseating. I don't like that so many people are minimalizing how disgusting it is and they're saying, oh, well, he's just a freak and she was complicit in... Y'all don't know what a scary nigga can make you do if he thinks going... Anyway. Walk in the shoes of a sexy female one day of your life in a predatory male shark-dominated world, and then you'll see things aren't what they always seem. Whatever. I have no time for fake ones, okay? This stands out to me because this is a Jane Doe with a lot of publicity around it. Because it's not a Jane Doe, we just know it's 50 Cent's baby mother. Let's pause this real quick. Let me show you what a hurt man looks like. I love... Sorry, I almost jizzed on myself. I got too excited. I love hurt men. You want to know why? Men walk this earth and they hurt people all the time. And they think nothing of it. They high-five each other. And, they laugh until the hurt is on them. Then it's, oh, it's so bad. And then some people can't admit it. And they do this. They put the mask on and the tears still stream. We see it. This is the stage of grief that 50 Cent is in right now. Now he worked for the devil. My Wi-Fi. Yeah. I serve an almighty God. Who's winning? God won. Haha. Every time, Lucifer. Move over, Lucifer. I'm more ruthless, huh? So this is 50 Cent, right? And I want to tell you, people are all the same. When people are watching, you want to seem like you're not hurt. He's posting nonstop. AI stuff, and he's making all these jokes, and we're not laughing with him, we're laughing at him. Like, so much hurt. But this is the funniest one, right? I can't even keep up, bro. I can't even keep up. He is so obsessed with the trial. He has so many that's Diddy right there. And then he has things with Trump. Oh, I'm telling Trump not to give him a mistrial. But it's this thing that he posted. I think he took it down. But the internet forgets nothing, right? It's a Family Matters freak off. I should put it on Twitter. I don't know if they're going to have it like this. Please don't show me the Drake Family Matters. I'm going to go to Twitter. All right. Double XL magazine posted yesterday. 50 Cent trolls Diddy with an AI spoof of a TV show, Family Matters. And like I thought, he posted it on his Instagram and he took it down, but this is sexy. Save me, mister. Anyway, this brain's sick. This is supposed to show us. Supposed to be, don't make no honey. That's how you know I'm a Southern Belle. I take all their sayings now. This was supposed to be like, hey, I'm beating y'all to the blow. My favorite baby mother, that's not my favorite baby mother anymore, is on trial with my biggest enemy for being his sex slave. So before y'all can make fun of me and see these tears streaming down my little ugly 9-time shot face, I'm going to beat it to y'all and I'm going to make an AI joke about it so you think I'm not hurt, but I literally died 4 times and I got 5 lives left. No, none. Anyway, Freak Off Matters, an AI production by 50 Cent.
It's a rare condition this day and age to demand a freak off with so much rage. The strangest addiction that you'll ever find. Some people say that he's losing his mind. Well, then there must be some magic juice inside the Punisher. 'Cause all I see is a chocolate thing. Man, milk busting over everything. It's the biggest break of the century.
This is a man that's almost 50 years old dealing with hurt and not being able to formulate the emotional intelligence to say, hey, I know I joke a lot. You know how he could have won the people over, but he won't. I know I joke a lot, but what's more important to me than a good laugh is my son, and being that me and this kid, he shares us as parents. I'm going to leave this topic alone. No. Not only is he stupid because he's a man, he's stupid because he's a cancer. He's an emotional bitch. He's a bitch boy. He's a bitch boy with money and hurt. So now 50 thinks that he has outpsyched us, and because he posted a spoof that we're supposed to believe that he's not the biggest joke out of the whole situation, because we can see the tears streaming down your face, Mr. Jackson. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But, you live long enough to make fun of people so much that you become the biggest joke, because your favorite baby mother is a paid escort and you're supposed to be rich. So why is she having sex for money when your money should have been enough for her? Ooh-wee. Hate your guts, man. Number 2 on the list for all time. Yeah, so 50 wants us to think he's not hurt, but I can literally see the tears streaming down his face. Speaking of tears streaming down the face of a hurt man, let's go over to Tracy T. You won't know who that is unless I show you a picture and tell you who they used to date. Where's the baby? Somewhere. It's nap time. Is he in his cubby? Hold on. I'll slow down for this one. Oops, Tracy T, and the T stands for 3T and toddler, seemingly throws shade at Cash Doll's new man Zadarius after the couple attended the BET Awards together. Quoted saying, "Y'all think I'm crazy for love? I might as well put on another vest with no shirt on. Let's hit the little man throw a wham tantrum."
Can't go to. Y'all act like this, like, I ain't reachable. Like, who the f y'all think y'all talking to? Like, who? Man, who y'all think I am, man? Y'all think I'm up for love. Y'all think I'm starving for love. Man, y'all crazy, man. Y'all gotta get out of here, man. I might well put on a leather suit, a leather vest with no shirt on and walk around and look like that. If y'all think that. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all go after what y'all think cool. Ikeling in this shit. They go with everybody got, everybody had. See, me, I'm gonna pop out with something you never seen. Richer than all that little shit. Yeah, bigger than the internet, man. Let me tell you that. Popping out with yeah, you don't know nothing about mine. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You don't know nothing about what I got going on. BET Awards is something that a nigga can't go.
First of all, Baby Gap doesn't make crocodile vests, Tracy. Stick to the onesies that you're used to. Baby, what I told y'all about these hurt niggas? Oh, it's so delicious. That nigga blew out his pamper. He still got his baby here. Tracy T still got his baby here. Oh my God, I can't do it. referred back to that relationship since. I've seen her on vacations. I've seen her on red carpets. I've seen her doing, they have the little artists now. They do songs in the Cadillac. It's called like cruising. I've seen her just, fucking and moving on. This little wet weasel with the wet weasel hair and the 3T onesie has not stopped. I love hurt men. It is so poetic. I love it. Especially when you sit down and you carry the one, you created your own hurt. Y'all be cheating. Baby Gap making you wouldn't pull up with no vest. They don't make it. It's not appropriate for children. Chestless vest. Yeah. So, that was so good. Let's see what else is going on. Niggas be hurt, boy. Nobody, you think we on the same page? We laughing at you, bro. We don't hurt when we see it. We've experienced hurt, so we know how to diagnose it. We've all been there. Just be grown about it so you can have your respect at the end of the day. I'm so silly, and my brain is sillier. I went and asked Siri. I hope she don't hear me, because she gonna start, I ain't talking. Siri, stand down. Siri, what animal will die if it doesn't mate? And Siri said back to me, a female ferret. So now anytime I see Summer Walker, I'm going to think of a female ferret, because if Summer Walker doesn't have a man to mate with, she got 24 hours to live. It's like a vampire. She got to find the blood before the sun rises. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So this is Summer Ferret Walker doing a mating call so she doesn't turn into dust before the sun rises, because it's been 24 hours, 23 hours and 30 minutes without a man, and she's getting weak. So this is the mating call to make sure she doesn't turn into dust. Let's turn off that music, because Beyonce would get my video taken down. Like, girl, I just wish that she knew how to be by herself, because it's noisy. You see what happened last time? You pick somebody from your DMs and Summer Ferret Walker. Okay. What else we got going on? I'm going to start from the bottom up. I got sidetracked. So when I was talking about 50 and his mental breakdown, I don't follow the case because I just want it to be over. I don't want to hear the disappointing opinions of my peers. Like, people just be like, oh, he's just freaky, and it's way bigger than that. This is a sex trafficker, a rapist, a murderer, amongst other things. I'm not saying alleged because but this clip passed my desk yesterday. This is a sick nigga. So this is the actual audio that was used in court yesterday. And this is a phone call between 50 Cent's baby mother. He fucked your baby mama. And Diddy. And it's so sick how he's talking to her and giving her all this praise. Like she just came with a gold medalist in, a relay race. But they're talking about sex parties. It's really sick. The amount of inspirational congratulations he had for how good she could suck a dick. What?
Hey, baby, we had a great time. Stay in the light. It's all good. Get your rest. You are the pipe. That's my new name for you, pipe. Or should I call you CP? But yeah, I want you to stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? We had a very, very good time together. Like so much fun. So much fun. Now go rest up. Get in your bag. You know what I'm saying? Got your contract. Find a nice little spot. Put your mind at ease. And yeah, I had a great time. And I really, really want you to get some rest. I didn't know about you throwing up and all that. That's when I was like, hold up a second. All right, get some rest, baby. Love. So if you come in for 24 hours,
yeah, you always wanted to set some shit up. So now you got the opportunity. So set some shit up for tomorrow night. That last vision we had was Don and ATL. See you put it together, baby.
Put it together, baby. This nigga is so fucking sick. Bro, you would swear she just did a play on Broadway that she practiced for months, got the role, got Tyler Perry to come down and steal her from Federal Star to do a movie. Like, they talking about having sex. Get your rest, baby. You was out there shining. You got your contract. They got whole contracts. Nah. You think I got a stomach for this trial? I ain't got nothing for the trial. But when things come on that's going to humiliate 50 Cent, I'll cover that. Y'all know who this is. Mark Lamont Hill. He is more known. I don't want him to just be like, hey, a co-host on the Joe Budden podcast. He's way bigger than that. He's like, a public speaker. I thought he had sense before the Joe Budden podcast. But, an intellect of some sort. This is an old video that just resurfaced yesterday. So people thought it was from yesterday, but it's from earlier last year. He was at a public speaking event, and a lady walked up on him, and this happened.
I want to ask you to take a step back, please.
Y'all, that boy thought he was getting shot. One more time. It's not funny, but it's funny.
Take a step back, please.
The boy thought it was many men. Okay. He explained it. I don't know if it made sense to me. He said, hey guys, this is an old video from the beginning of last year. The lady was mentally ill. She thought I was a part of an FBI conspiracy. And who cares? I'm just happy that did the security guard get fired? That was a real late delay, but I'm happy it wasn't a gun. We all laugh. People are crazy and crazy things happen. So I get his level of fear, but knowing that he's okay, I had a real good laugh in my bed yesterday. Doechii opening up her Grammy. I just want to play because I know it made niggas mad. I don't know why. It's not like y'all was in line for a Grammy. I just hate to see black people win, so I just want to post it.
You know what I mean? Look at this.
Doechii's strong.
Yes.
I'm a little judgy, and I know that. A lot of judgy. But one thing you'll never, ever, ever see me do, because I think it's a sign of low intellect? What in the follower? What in the baddies? What is this? You never gonna see me do that. Okay? I fucking hate it. And I don't want to see anybody over the age of 12 doing this. Use your fucking hands. Alright, so that's Doechii getting her award. I know you people hate to see black, especially dark women, win. So I have no joke. I just wanted to make y'all mad. Just ghetto. DeMarcus Cousins is banned for the remainder of the season. Is he playing overseas? Because this was in Puerto Rico. I see when it happened. He grabbed his genitals to a fan heckling him. What's up? That was terrible. So, the boy, after getting ejected, they decided that he would be, and I think this is absolutely correct. That was a lot. Banned for the remainder of the season after altercation with a fan. Like, you let people trick you out of your money. I do have quite a bit of rage in me. Anything's possible, but what else we got going on? Look at them. Just poor and stupid looking. Let's get the stats of this deck. $8.7 million in back taxes. $800,000 he owes to a movie director named Josh Weber. $193,000 in child support. Hope ain't helping make that baby. Why would I help you with that? Hope did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. $9.7 million in total, and a judge is forcing him to sell his film studio to get rid of the debt. They chose the right picture. Beautiful. So I'm gonna hear about shit tonight.
Have sex. That's just the truth.
Sure, why not?
That's the truth.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And Suge told me that you and Michelle Lay was missing. What's the deal with that?
She was the homie. She was the homegirl. She was cool. I met her at a like a party like long time ago, like in like 95 or something like that. And it was this it was this guy named Ray Phillips, right? He was gay, and he had all the girls, all the bad girls from Jada, everybody, all the bad girls would be around him. So all the we like, oh, all the gay girls was around going to dude house, and so that's why I met Michelle Lay, and we became real cool.
I want to backtrack to your comments about the red room. What was going on in the red room?
Come up to my room.
I'm out of here. I don't even know what he's trying to say anymore. Like, I thought this nigga was tough. Breaking news, Justin Bieber. Let me mute this sad song. Justin Bieber fans fear for the singer's mental health and believe he's heading towards a divorce after he shared these images with the caption, "Tired of transactional relationships. If I have to do something to be loved that's not love." What do you think happens when you marry your stalker? Do y'all know that Justin Bieber literally married his stalker? So his wife is the daughter, the Baldwin brothers. I don't know if it's Alec. I don't know which one even shot the person on set. Just Baldwin brothers. His wife is the daughter to one of the Alec Baldwin brothers, right? And I guess she had access to Bieber fever, and literally was a known psychotic fan. He married her. Don't even know how that works. Now he's hanging out with Sexy Red, Sukiana. He's black again. He's on drugs, and we're supposed to care, and I don't. And this is a sad song. You know, like when Sarah McLachlan put that song on for the animals. In the arms of an angel. They're trying to hit that with this. Let me see if I feel anything. Oh, this is the remix to One Less Lonely Nigger. I felt nothing. Nice try. I don't have the energy for this. Like, real quickly, the masses are painting a picture of the little ugly boy, Travis Hunter, and his wife. They just got married with no prenup, so everybody's like, oh, she's gonna take all the money. And listen, if I had to lay down next to that nigga, I'm old when I'm old, and I'm gonna get it back in blood. Whatever. It's not an easy job, right? So they're doing this little smear campaign, and they're doing it in this little way. Travis Hunter's wife has purchased she doesn't have $3.275 million. So that means they purchased it. So that means you're trying to make it look like she purchased it, so you can have this whole, oh, she's taking the money already. She doesn't have $3.275 million. He has it. So that means he said, yeah, baby, I know I'm funny looking. I know it's a lot. I know you're owed everything you want. You want that $13 million, that 13 bedroom? Get it. Get it. So guys, Travis Hunter's wife, no, Travis Hunter said yes. Okay? Mind your fucking business. You know what? Y'all think it's funny and I don't. I really think there's something wrong with Meek Mill. Everybody knows it. Every time that boy tweets, it's just like, how much lead paint did you consume? And is your family eligible for, what do you call that? Compensation. Out of nowhere, unwarranted, nothing, nobody was talking about it. Meek just typed something and pressed send. I still remember R. Kelly. I Believe I Can Fly, singing R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly at my graduation. The school system told us to do that. I don't know who to believe. What I do believe is this had to be a kindergarten graduation because I can't see you surpassing any level past that. Any level that required more than naps and identifying shapes, there wasn't going to be a graduation for you because that's where your brain peaks. On top of that, what are you trying to say? I still remember singing R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly at my graduation. The school system told us to do it. I don't know who to believe. What is it that you're trying to say, Ramik? What? That baby's touched. That baby is... He's not even joking. He's really just limited on thinking. It's not... It pains him to process things and think. I don't have... I want to end the show. I can't do it. I can't. All right, guys. I had fun. I know it seems like I'm stressed out, but I'm not. I like to be stressed. I'm just dramatic. Very dramatic. Thank you guys for stopping by for another episode of I'm Not Impressed Show. Skip has a package that needs to be picked up so badly. You won't stop texting me. I'm on TV. I have a package and I have a show. The people need me. If you missed any of today's show, it was a great show. Don't fret. It will be on YouTube in the next 10 minutes. Like, comment, share, do the timestamp. Tell me where I was really funny. It feeds my ego. Today's Friday. Enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all will see me again on Tuesday if you're lucky, right? Until then, go fuck yourselves. Until the next time. Peace.